Hi everyone, Matt Yasmin here to talk with you about data privacy. It was recently Data Privacy Day this week, and while there are a number of special days, I think data privacy is something that we can and should all take a little more seriously and focus on. So here are some things you can do to protect your data privacy, whatever your line of work, whatever you do online. First, I would say is use a password manager on all of your devices. With a password manager, you can set up strong passwords. You can set up unique passwords for each website and each service that you use. You want to make sure that it's accessible, that the password manager is accessible so that you use it on all of your devices. And most of them, any of them should also have a feature that let you check the sites and check the passwords to see if they've been breached. Either a breach associated with your email address, there are websites that will let you do this, or a breach of a particular website or service that you have to see if they've been stolen or potentially compromised. And it should also help you to generate strong passwords and to make sure that you're not reusing the same passwords for multiple sites. Second, and these are in no particular order, although I think perhaps these two are very important, data encryption. You want to make sure that your data is encrypted both at rest and in transit on all the devices and all of the backups that you use. Third, you want to use multi-factor authentication, sometimes called two-factor authentication. This means that in addition to having your password, you have access to, say, a cell phone where you get a text message or an email address where you get a confirmation code sent to you or a phone number. And while they are all good and better than not having multi-factor authentication set up, in some ways having a phone number that is not a cell phone might be more secure than those others because phone numbers can be stolen, SIM cards can be spoofed, and if you have a landline phone, that might be more secure than the others if that's an option for you. And of course, if you're going to be there and able to receive a phone call there when you want to log into a website or service. Next, identity theft protection is certainly worth looking into. There are services out there that offer insurance or that offer ways to lock down your identity. Next, I would say read the privacy policies for the websites and services that you agree to. This is not an easy thing. Sometimes they're very long. Sometimes there are short readable summaries, and maybe they do a good job of summarizing what the privacy policy really says. Maybe they don't. But it's worth taking a look at them so that, six, you can be aware of what the services that you sign up for are doing with your data. And while this is not necessarily an easy thing, especially when you are using apps and services on a mobile device, a device that can track your location, your elevation, your time there, and other information about you and your activities, you want to be very careful that you're not sharing this data with services without knowing who you're sharing it with and what they can do with it. This is especially true, I would say, not just for things that you download, like an app on your phone, but also for games and quizzes and services that you use on platforms such as Facebook, for instance, or LinkedIn or Twitter, that gain access to all of the other information that you share with those platforms. Be cautious with those. And lastly, for now, I would say a very simple physical act you can take is to cover the front-facing cameras on your phone. I'm going to point to it right now because I'm using my phone to take this video. It's this camera right here, that one. You want to cover that camera. I think electrical tape is a great way to do it. It comes off cleanly, it's cheap, it's reusable. You can put it back on, and you want to do this on a phone, on a laptop computer, on a webcam, unless you have an external webcam that you unplug consistently. Cover those cameras because it is possible in some instances for those cameras to be hacked and to film you even when the camera doesn't appear to be on or active. So there you have it. 7, or really more than 7 simple steps or complex steps that you can take to help protect your privacy and the privacy of your data online and in all your activities. If you've got questions about any of these, feel free to drop me a comment, to shoot me an email, hello@yasminlaw.com. You can give me a call, 617-340-9295. DM me on whatever platform you're seeing this video on. And please like, share, subscribe. And if you've got any other questions, let me know. I'd be happy to hear from you. Thanks. Take care.